second. Hello.
Hi. Okay, sorry. I just had a couple pop-up screens. I'm trying to get perfect. Let me share this. Okay, I'm all set.
Oh, whoops. Let me make sure it's on you. Okay, ready?
Ready? Is it going? Okay. Hi, guys. I think we're all here. Let me just give like a minute or so to make sure I am all set. Okay, so first, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Jenny, owner of SKJ. I am in my car. This is my car. So I'm in the desert right now. I'm working for Sabrina, and I have a house that's full of glam. It's like hair, makeup, stylists. So I was like, it's so loud in there. So let me just go somewhere where I have some peace and quiet. And honestly, this is my second home. So I was like, perfect. So here we are. Thank you guys so much for joining. First of all, I honestly was worried that nobody was going to show up. So thank you for joining. I wish I could see comments and my screen. So I'm going to share my presentation, but I don't think I can see the comments. I'm figuring this out along the way, so just bear with me. But I'm going to do the presentation, and then Katie's going to come on. We're going to do the giveaway at the end, and we're doing the SKJ bundle, which has the solutions. I hope you guys can hear me well. Okay. I hope you can hear me okay. Make sure that's up. We're going to do the two giveaways, SKJ bundle, and then the HydroFlex machine. I think I'm saying that right, with the EvoFlex machine with the HydroFlex gun that Maximus has graciously donated. So I'm so excited for whoever gets that. Katie will organize that at the end. But let me get started. Okay, so share screen. Oh God. Here we go. Share. Allow. Okay, I think we're here. Oh my gosh, I did it. Okay, cool. All right, so we are good to go. Okay, so this is me. Basically, I started in 2009 as a side hustle. Let's see if I can move this up here. There we go. I think that works. Sorry. Okay, started in 2009 as a side hustle. I worked in a hair salon, and honestly, I tell so many people when they're starting out, go to a salon. Doesn't necessarily have to be hair, but what is so great about starting in a salon is you get instant feedback. Well, our instant feedback is the next day. So you spray all the girls, and then the next day I see exactly what I did right, what I did wrong, and you adjust from there. And it's like 5 people at a time. And it's also people who are in the beauty industry, so they will give you constructive criticism. The other thing, they have people, well, their clients that are in their chairs are sitting there for over an hour. So your tan will 100% of the time come up in conversation. You get an instant client right there. So I always suggest people start there. I worked 2 other jobs while I was building a clientele list, or clientele. I literally did laundry for my friend. I was her like part-time assistant, and then I did some data entry, but I was just doing whatever it took to build this clientele. I had a vision, and I didn't let my pride get in the way and would do her laundry. But I didn't know anything. I went to school to be a teacher, so I was like years and years of education, but nothing about business. So I didn't know anything about DBA, LLC, anything like that. So I had to learn along the way. It can make, seem very overwhelming, but I just took it one step at a time. I did give a lot of my services away, my service away, but I always tell people to specifically say, first time's on me. Let me treat you. We do not want to dilute this industry by giving away free tans as the norm. We want to keep our standard, and we really want to make sure people see that this service is right in line with hair, makeup, all the other mainstream services. But of course, it's okay to like give away, treat, but I always make sure to mention like first times on me. In Los Angeles, the beauty industry in LA is like insane. Well, now it's a lot with Instagram, but it is very strong in referrals. It's a referral based industry, especially with celebrities. So your reputation is everything. You really want to, oh wait, can I open this chat here? I don't know. You really want to make sure, maybe I'll go to the end. I don't want to mess anything up. I'm not very technologically savvy. Where was I? Okay, level of client. Yes, your reputation is everything. So you want to make sure you are on point. You do, like, you come in with old school manners. Take your shoes off. I put my towel down. I put my case on my towel so I'm not messing anything up. I'm really reading the client. I'm becoming a chameleon, like matching their energy to make sure like I am in line with how they are, and then also make sure I'm bringing that same energy into their house, so I'm not like super excited and then they're just like very calm. So it's a lot of reading people and a lot of social awareness. So the level of clientele, it's just like an insane amount of pressure. By working for, I would say I got my first celebrity, I don't know, 2 years or something, but maybe a year into it, but you give that level of service and then those clients will come. But then a lot of pressure comes with that. So it's not like my client's going to Cabo, which is great, and you really want to do a really good tan, but it's like my client is going to be seen amongst millions and millions of people. It shifts your brain into a different gear. Like, this is no joke. I have to tell you one quick story. And also, Katie, tell me if I'm running behind with time. So real quick story. I sprayed my first client. She was doing a red carpet for the Globes. Very first client. And I was sitting in, I was so nervous that I was like, I have to distract myself. Let me go get my nails done. So I was sitting in the chair, and the women next to me were watching the red carpet, like all the artists, all the actors walk. And this woman next to me said, she saw my client go by, and she said, oh my gosh, whoever sprayed so-and-so should be shot. And I just like started crying, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is no joke. Like, that was when the whole HD and the pixels on the television were changing and making everything brighter. Because I text her friend who she went with, I was like, is she okay? Like, how is she feeling? She's like, she loves it. She's great. It was changing. It was distorting the color, magnetizing it. So I then had to change my frame of thinking as, yes, this is an art. This is a service, but there's so many other layers that go into it. And so when we had the slogan like red carpet to real life, is because I feel like I somehow got into this like red carpet situation being in LA, but I really think it's important to note that this is for red carpet, but it's also, that's not real life. Like, real life is everyone else doing it. So I just like to differentiate that it is important for real life clients or whatever, anyways. But our goal As you can see, the aesthetic of SKJ isn't like super strong and tan, which we're working on, but our goal is like for the skin to look expensive. It's for it to look rich in all senses, like in boldness, rich in like feel and smoothness. So that's kind of like our aesthetic. I think I have to move faster. Okay, next slide. Okay, so this kind of goes along the lines of an evolution.
Jenny, go ahead and take your time. Our next session isn't until 3, so take all the time you need.
Okay. Okay,
You're
thank you.
so good. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on and telling me that. Okay.
The Vaughter method versus Brazilian.
Oops.
Both-
Oh my God. Sorry. I'm in my car. Okay, so evolution of a logo. This kind of embodies the whole sense of starting a business. Like, just start. Don't worry, you'll figure it out. So I started 2010, I think. So 16 years ago? And I just started my logo on a piece of paper. And at the time they didn't have ChatGPT, create an image. So I just drew something up on my computer, or did something up just, with the letters. And then I finally had enough money to hire someone on to do a website. So it basically goes in line like work, 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 save, 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 level up. Work, 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 save, 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 level up. These companies that you guys are seeing, and not even necessarily spray tanning. Like I have a friend who got an investor for some baby milking, breast pump, and her branding and design, everything was $200,000. Like that's not the norm. So don't stay in your own lane. Like just don't think that, oh my gosh, I need to do this, and that. Just start. And baby steps, and keep moving, keep going, and you will get there. So I have to work on it every day. I see so many people that are like further in doing these things, and I'm like, just focus. Okay, what's our next one? Okay, so this is my favorite quote, guys. So for us to think that our service needs to be in line with the other mainstream services, we need to think differently. Not just spray, go, spray, go, spray, go. We are artists. So a person who works with their hands is a laborer. A person who works with their hands and their brain is a craftsman. And then a person who works with their hands, their brain, and their heart is an artist. So this is a chef. And literally sometimes it makes me cry because I really take it seriously. And we have a lot of responsibility to give someone something that is giving them confidence, which is like the best thing to have in the world. So as long as you're doing this service like with the best intentions and your heart, you're gonna be fine. Okay, before I go to the next slide, I do have to say I've signed NDAs with these people, so I'm just sharing it with I don't know how many people are in here, so let's just all keep it within here. And I don't want to get fired, basically. Okay, so here's the first thing with like working with celebrities. You can't care about celebrities. You can't care about that world and be obsessed with that world, or even be like, I find it interesting. I find it kind of fascinating, but I don't care. So it can't, you just have to think like this is just another body. And then going back to what I was saying earlier with the first slide, you have to have complete social awareness from the get-go, like reading their energy. I love a prep, fingers, toes, elbows, because I'm setting the tone for this service. I'm doing a lot with it. I'm checking their skin, I'm checking hairnet, I'm checking, are they a natural redhead? Are they dyed? Did they do any lasers? Putting lotion on their feet. How are their shins? Are their shins dry, cracky? But I'm also making sure that they know to feel comfortable with me. Like, I'm internally just being like, you're okay. Like, I'm saying that to myself, for them to know they're safe. That's why we don't share this. So for them to know that they are safe, that I would never, like, you know, this is such a vulnerable service, completely nude or wearing something very minimal, like they can trust me. Always to be professional, but cool, like chill, like not too rigid or not too lax. It's honestly, it's very exhausting. It's not just spray and go. It is a lot. Overall relaxed energy, but like I've said before, you want to be a chameleon. You want to make sure you're matching their energy, so they're like, oh wait, I really liked that guy. Let's call him back. Okay, so client consultation, I'm always, what's your skin type, tone, desired color? Start with that first step. And then for me, it's a numbers game. I'm always like, okay, what type of skin do you have? What's the tone you have, the desired color? Okay, I have that framework. Next level. Which DHA am I going to use? Percentage, how many ounces, how many hours are they going to keep it on? So we're working numbers. So for me, I usually go with cooler tones, but that's not to say the other tones aren't great. I go with cooler tones because of a lot of our clients with flash photography. Warm tones tend to cast a little too goldeny, and so I just stick with that usually. But you know, other tones are fine. But I'm more of a numbers person. What DHA percentage would work well with this client's skin, tone, type, desired color? How many ounces am I going to use? How many hours should they leave it on? Thought process in the head. And then our application. I do this a lot. We go over a lot of application with our trainings, but our strokes are dependent on the depth of color to saturate the skin. So someone wanting to go very dark, we're going to do a different stroke than someone with drier skin going light to medium. A little more saturation, a solid spray. Maybe someone drier, you need thinner, lighter coats, more of a feathery technique. So that's the first part of the application. And you guys, the power of drying between coats is a must. I'm sure a lot of you are already doing it, hopefully, you know, and if not, all good, but let's start now. It's layering. Well, wet layering, I should say, is too wet and they all blend into each other, so the DHA kind of just, you don't know where it's going, you know where it's melting. Instead of stacking. Spray, dry, stack. Spray, dry, stack. So layer, or I should say, it says layering on here, but I should say stacking helps you build tone, and also depth, but both. Like, I was talking to makeup artist, Sabrina's makeup artist, the other day, and we were just chatting about, like, she does the same thing. She'll do face, and then she'll step away, or she'll work on eyes. She'll let that set. Then maybe another layer, and then maybe the blush, but giving each area time to set. Same with nails. Nails, they do one and move on, let it set. They don't do three coats. So the power of drying and stacking that color will help you build tone and depth. All right. I wish I could see all your messages and questions. All right, so let's go to SKJ 9 and 15. So I tailored the ingredient list toward the DHA. You can see these ingredient lists are different. I didn't do one-stop shop, and let's just switch to DHA levels. I really think DHA ingredient list should be I really feel ingredient list should be reflective of the DHA percentage. So we have, if you guys aren't familiar, we have SKJ9, that's just a 9% DHA. SKJ15, 15. So two ends of the spectrum. Turn that off. The most important part of solution is making sure your formulator is getting the highest quality DHA. DHA comes in grades. So that is the most important part. I mean, I feel like I don't even need to explain more, because lower quality, you're going to get just the wrong tone. So going back to the 9, it's a water-based. It does have DMI. When you have a lower percentage DHA, that's going to fade faster. It's not as strong, potent. So DMI really helps hold the lighter percent DHA longer. It's a violet undertone. If you guys use 9 though, I will say you pour it and it looks green. But if you put it on a piece of paper and you spray it, you'll see that it's violet. So there is an oxidation situation happening, that it is more so on the violet side, but it has that cool tones. So 1 to 4 ounces, I mean, that's all relative. It's all relative dependent upon the way you spray. Some people would be like, 4 ounces? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But it really depends. Are you doing thinner coats and layering? Or, you know, you could build to 4 ounces. I will go into that in the next slide, as far as, you know, like a skin type 1 and 2. Let me actually stop there and I'll go into it later. But, you know, this is an 8-hour solution. And I always say, whether it's 8 hours or express, wait 24 hours for full development. And that's the ingredient list, pretty simple. And then we go into SKJ 15, again with the numbers. I wanted to keep it simple, and I'm all about numbers when it comes to working which solution for the client's skin type, tone, desired color. So 15% DHA, this is aloe water based. So it's a very hydration forward formula. Some people, if they're very oily, might find that it's too much hydration, but we'll go into that in a minute. Tailoring to the skin type, tone, desired color. 1 to 3 ounces, you'll rinse in 2 to 6 hours. I just had someone message and they were like, she kept it on overnight. Listen, everything I'm going to say is a benchmark. We are artists, so it is our best educated judgment. You know, we are the teacher, or we're educating the client and picking what works best for their skin type and tone and desired color. Oh my gosh, I said that 3 times. Sorry. So whatever works for the client, and that's the ingredient list. Okay, so here we are mixing for skin, tone, and type. So we have our 9 and we have our 15. You mix them evenly, 50-50. You have SKJ9 and SKJ15. You're going to get a different undertone. So you'll get more of the brown undertone, where you have violet here and you have olive here. This is my happy medium. This is what I have on now. I feel like it works for a lot of skin types and tones. Now, if you're, okay, so that's for 12. Let's go to the 9. So we have violet undertone. It's the low percentage DHA. So you don't, for me, in the ingredient list, we didn't want to dilute the DHA and its strength with too many ingredients. So try to keep it simple. We added the DMI because of the lower DHA. So this solution is very stackable. It's a fast drying. It's almost like second skin. You don't know it's there. It's very light to the touch, breathable finish. It is ultra fine, and water based. So you want to make sure your layers, you dry layer, as opposed to, if anybody's like seeing beading, too much. So if you were to do SKJ9, but then you did 25% of the olive, SKJ15, which it says there, you have more of a olive undertone or violet undertone with a hint of olive. Now, there's skin type 1 who's very fair. They might find a full violet, they can cast a little purpley because they're so fair. So I find that if you put a splash or that 25% of the 15, it's such a pretty color. So if this, I gave an example, if this client's skin type 1 and she's dry, but she wants to be medium, well, we need to bump up that DHA a little bit. She's also dry, so I want those hydrating properties from the 15 to help push her to make an even fade. So it's taking all the information from 9 and 15 and how we can just do a splash here, there, and mix to hopefully, give clients across the board what they want. So then we went to the 12, which I just spoke on. I would say 12 down, you're at an 8-hour overnight solution. But again, everybody's skin's different and what they can handle. So let's say you have the majority of 15, but you're going to do 25% 9. So that's an olive undertone with hints of violet. This could be for a client that's used straight 15 and they found that it's too much olive, where it could look a little too muddy on them. So let's add a little violet, beautiful color. It could also be for a client who's like, oh, I feel like it came off quickly, an oily skin with a lot of hydrating properties. Maybe it didn't work. I always try to be like devil's advocate, benefit of the doubt, and not like this all works for everybody. Like, let's be realistic and see. And again, the goal is what works for this individual client. So then let's move straight to the SKJ15. This is my first solution, olive undertone. I feel like it's built different. It's a lot of hydrating properties, skin conditioning. You have your glycerin, hyaluronic acid. So with all those, it's not needing a penetration enhancer like DMI. However, we are testing it out because DMI, I feel like is relatively new, 5-6 years. So we're going to test it with it. We want to see if it helps it or if it hinders the longevity and fade. But I feel like it has a graceful fade with the high percentage DHA, because you have to be very careful with high DHA and an uneven fade, a chunky fade. And again, customizable depth with stacking. Okay. And then here's just kind of like a light Fitzpatrick going with the numbers, what to use DHA. It's not necessarily a Fitzpatrick for color, but DHA depth. I guess we can go over this quickly. But so you have Fitzpatrick type 1, 2, fair, light. So these skin types have fewer amino acids, so you have to be very careful. I tend to think that high and fast isn't necessarily better for the 1s and 2s. It's more so the lower DHA and stacking. If you're going to use high, then you do 2 to 4 hours. That actually, I think 2 to 4. These both are 2 to 4. And then if you're doing 3 and 4, you know, you're going to go to more of a stronger DHA like 12. I have to be honest, I don't love doing these because I think I don't want you guys to go home and be like, okay, this skin type, and I should use this. Be an artist, know your back bar of solutions, and know skin types, know colors, and then make your, you know, I hate using the word, what did I say last time? I was like, your prescription for the client. It sounds too like technical, but you know, your educated decision. And then because of Fitzpatrick, 3 and 4 could use a 9% DHA with stacking, but this is just like a loose framework. And oh my gosh, I'm done. That's it. I would love to answer some questions though, because I feel like I'm here alone. So I definitely want to get involved. Let's see how I can do that. Katie, are you there? Maybe stop sharing. Okay, how do I answer questions?
Okay, amazing job. Do you see that little like chat button at the bottom?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh my
Click on
gosh.
that and then go to the public chat, and that's where we're all hanging out.
Hi, guys.
And then just really quick, so while she's doing a Q&A, I'm gonna show the Instagram handles for you to tag again. So everyone go post on your stories, tag these 3 handles. That way I see it. I'm putting you all into a wheel, and then at the very end, we'll spin that wheel for the SKJ bundle and the Maximus machine. Okay.
Very cool. Okay, so oh, thank you. Okay, let's see if we have any questions. Someone asked, what did you use on Paige? I did the 9% and I did stacking. She had a base tan. So I would say at the time when I saw her, she was probably a level 4 and I used a 9%, but I really wanted the DMI to, she did it like Wednesday. I needed it to last till Sunday, and I couldn't have it too strong because a lot of carpet she was doing the whole week for, I don't remember. It was something. It was like Oscars or something. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys are so nice. I literally was like, is anybody gonna come? Oh, yes. So, dry in between. Oh, and Jeff Lewis. He talks about Jenny. He does? That's so funny. Love Jeff Lewis. He uses 15. He loves 15 because he is on the drier side, so he loves the hydrating properties. I can't. Someone asked, what did I use on? I don't even want to say the name because I don't want to get fired. But on one of the clients in the list, and I will say it's 9 or 15. She actually doesn't use Express because she always sleeps in it. But yeah. Perfect and simple. That is literally the sweetest, like the best compliment. I just wanted it to be simple and to follow. And you know, like hair dyes, they have volume 6 and you mix this, and I'm like, well, that's what we are doing. These DHAs have a percentage. So we are doing our formulas. Sorry, every time I every time I scroll up, it moves it. For a second. Oh, let's see. Also, do celebrities typically sleep in? It seems like when people are tagging using your station, they're doing 12 and marinating for 8 hours. No, honestly, I mean, it's, guys, it's like all the above. It's sleeping in it. It's let's shower. Actually, so I can say, I'm just pausing because I'm thinking what I can say. So as far as J-Lo, when she's actually is the inspiration for our next solution. Oh, which I'll announce. Am I talking too much also? We're doing a clear. She really wanted the clear. So she was like, make the clear. I want this solution, which was the 9, but I want it clear. I don't like the bronzer. So we have formulated it for her and we'll be launching that soon. But to answer your question, who asked that, do they all sleep in it? I'll spray her and then she's like, oh, I'm gonna shower in 4 hours. I'm like, okay, well, our express is oh, perfect. Our clear is a 12%. So let me stack and add more because now I know she's going to be rinsing in 4 hours. So let me do more. And then, oh, I'm going to sleep in it tonight. So I was like, okay, let me do a softer coat. Let me do less and airy because I know she's going to keep it on longer. So it really depends. And honestly, sometimes like you'll see a couple of my clients, they don't like to use body makeup. So we'll do the spray and then the next day we'll do 15 or even 9, we'll do it as body makeup. They find it to be lighter, more breathable than thick, heavy bronzing lotion or oils. They can like move around more without it transferring onto their clothing. So sometimes you guys will see clients who are wearing the bronzer. So you'll see sometimes when I will post like, okay, SKJ 15, they used X ounces, these hours, because I know that's what they did. If I didn't do it, it's like, which one did they rinse sooner? I don't know. We did do a touch up the next day with the bronzer, so I can't really explain that. So if you have questions, just DM me and I'll send you a voice note what I did. Okay. Oh my God, that's so funny. I had to mute this and spray a client really quick. Could somebody tell me what? Honestly, that's like what I'm doing. I'm in my car in the middle of things. It's hard. One woman show. I shouldn't say that. I do have a lot of help, but running a business and being a service provider, I give you guys all kudos because it is hard. It is difficult. Okay. Oh my gosh, Steph. Okay, so she sitting on her shelf for a year. DM me, please. I'll send you one. Any other training? So the New York one is full. We're not going to be doing a East Coast training, but we will be doing more in LA. Sorry, I'm reading as well. So we will be doing that shipping to Canada. Oh, I wish we need to figure this out. We need to get a distributor and go from there. We do offer virtual training. I don't love, well, actually, I shouldn't say training. I am such a hands-on person. I want to see, I want to feel, I want to like, I need to move you. So I will do Zooms like to answer questions and like discuss anything or watch you, but I do not do trainings via Zoom. Okay. Ooh, thank you. I got the distributor for Canada. All right, let me go to the very beginning that I missed and see if there's anyone here. Hi, everyone. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed saying wise. Multitasking. I know, you guys, all day. It's multitasking. The girls are in salon right now. I'm out here. We are getting ready for New York. It's like, it's a lot of things. Oh my God, I love how everyone's like, hi, 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 everyone. It's such a cool community. Okay. So, I mean, it's hard to see these. Jeff Lewis, someone said something about Bad Bunny.
Jenny, if you click on the questions tab,
Yes.
it will show you all of the questions that popped up.
Thanks. Sorry.
Don't worry, Owl. Don't worry. You're doing amazing. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, that's a good question. Do you charge the same to celebrities? Yes. Yeah, I try to, and that goes again, reputation is everything. Like, I mean, good business, like being fair, being honest, and being understanding and flexible. I treat every client as if they're a celebrity because honestly, you never know like what that client can do. It doesn't have to be a celebrity. Like that client could be like, "Oh, I own a salon. We should open this service. Do you want to branch out?" You never know. So everyone should be just as important, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, doing all the things above and beyond for each client. Are you a powder girly? Yes. Love powder. My clients love powder. Sorry, I don't want to take business away from other girls who do sell a powder because I think they're all great and that is top tier. Sometimes we run out of those and we use like just a regular talc-free powder. I like to make sure it's talc-free. That is one first and foremost, just to kind of keep it clean because it is going in the air and then breathing in. Yeah, okay. So make sure you do your, oh yeah. Okay, let me answer this one. I feel like this may go to true clients, brides. What are some of your tips for those types of clients? So for brides, I feel like this may go to, you know, it's the biggest day of their lives. There's so much pressure. So I always say trials first and foremost. You want to make sure that, you know, the solution, you are prepared and you're set to go for the wedding tan. Softer, airier sprays as opposed to closer and more saturated is the way to go. Less room for error. Like if we're doing the arm, we do a pull away, like a slow pull away, almost, we call it a rain sometimes on the hands. So it still gets it, but it's like a very soft, buttery kind of flow. How about layer institutions one by one versus mixing? It's the same. We layer, oh no, we always mix and spray. We don't do one solution and then the other, because we don't want to do any switching out. You could use the gun with this 9 and 15 and layer, but I like to mix it to get the tone to turn brown. I want that, and to shake really well. Like literally I'll be like there shaking in between sprays. I'll spray, shake. So the way we kind of set it up in salon is we'll have our cups, and on the bottom of our cups we have the percentages so that we don't waste anything. So we'll have 9, 15, and then a 12. And then if we mix 50-50, we again are doing numbers. So we did 2 ounces on a client, so we have 2 ounces left, but it was we shook it really well so that it has 50-50. So we know the next 2 ounces 50-50. So that way we can keep everything in line. And sometimes we're like, what do just dump, we have that dump cup thing, and we usually pour it out. But you could always like do your friends with it. I have never had any bad like coloring from a dump cup. Sanitizing brushes in between clients is so important. We have several brushes. It's like we do the spray, baby wipe, we water, we do as much as possible because of any type of cleanliness, infections, like sanitize thoroughly. And then we also kind of just throw them out and then use new ones after a while. Or for my celebrity clients, I do a little label and they have their own brush. Okay, well, I think this is gonna round out. I have to get back to work. I'm on call out here, so I want to make sure I don't miss anything working. But thank you guys for joining. Thank you for following along. I am honestly so, I can't believe there's so many people.
You hit capacity. We had to send people over to YouTube for an overflow because we hit capacity here again.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. It's so hard when you're just like your own business and you're focused. You're like, does anybody like know I exist sometimes? And so like when you see this, it really like just makes me kind of emotional that people
Well,
are
and everyone loves you because you're so sweet and you're so humble and your solutions are phenomenal. So it doesn't surprise me that everyone showed up for you. Let's do the giveaway. That way we can let you get back to it.
And thank you too for doing all this.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. Thank you.
As well.
I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. Oh wait, actually let me make sure everyone is in there. That one and then that one. Okay. Here I go. I'm going to share. Can you see that?
Oh, cool.
Yeah? Okay, perfect. So the first one will be for the SKJ bundle. Let's spin to see that one.
Oh my God, I love this. Look at you putting this all together. Oh, so close.
Oh, is it?
I can't read that. The Glow Edit.
I'm going to take a screenshot.
Oh,
of that.
yay!
We have your handle. Okay, and then let's do the Maxi Miss. So So this is for the Evo Flex machine with a high flex gun.
Yeah, so nice of them. We sent out an email invite telling everybody to come join, and they're like, "We'd love to gift." I was like, "Awesome."
Yeah, that is so kind.
So kind.
Can you see that let me go back. Let me share that screen. So 1 second. Okay. Here we go. This one is for the Maximist.
Evo Flex machine with a high flex gun. Ooh. Oh, you think it's about to stop. Gotta get my glasses on again.
Is that like an in-between? Okay, Gilded Goddess Titan.
Let me take a picture for this to them.
Yeah, I'll leave that one up.
Perfect. That's so exciting. You can never have enough machines. I have one in my car, 2 in my car, 1 backup. I've got salon, we've got house, so.
Good job, guys. Thank you, Jenny, for all of your time. Thank you, everyone, for showing up.
Yes.
And you took time out of your busy Coachella weekend to come and be with us. So
All
how
good.
honored.
Love it. Thank you for having me. Thank you for putting this on. And thanks for everyone for joining.
Bye. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Bye.